Hey, what's up guys? It's Rulk. We're gonna be going over a quick kettlebell workout today utilizing the PowerBlock Adjustable Kettlebells. These kettlebells are amazing. There's 3 different weight loads. There is a 20, a 24, and a 28 that we quickly can change and transition from utilizing the pin. The 4 different exercises we're gonna be doing today is the first is a kettlebell swing, which a lot of you guys are familiar with. It's for our posterior chain, working our hamstrings and our glutes. We're gonna transition from there into a rotational kettlebell press, which is gonna not only work our core, but our shoulders. Then we're gonna get into a lunge to work our quads. And lastly, we'll get into a Renegade row, seated, working our back. And we're gonna do those 4 exercises. We're doing 4 sets today on each of them. And rather than reps, we're gonna be going on time. So it's gonna be 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 4 sets. You guys ready? Here we go. We're gonna start off here with the first one. Let's get the kettlebell, get the clock ready. We're gonna go 30 seconds on the clock. Here we go, guys. Ready, and go. So focusing on this, you don't want your hips to go back until the weight hits it. Transitioning into it, proper form is really important on this. You wanna be driving with your hips forward, head in a neutral position as we're going forward. On this movement, you want to focus not so much on the weight, but the technique. You want to feel that squeeze in your glutes and your hamstrings pushing. 30 seconds, 30-second rest. Again, you can use 2 kettlebells if you want to go heavy, but for this exercise today and this workout, I want to keep it at a level that everybody can do, okay? Deep breath, recover. I highly recommend that you start with a warm-up, stretch out, get yourself mobile. Some body weight movements would be great. We're gonna get back on the clock here for round number 2 of our 4 sets. Grabbing the kettlebell. It's almost like hiking the ball. Here we go. So as you're moving with this, wanna make sure that my head is in a neutral position. A lot of people like to throw their head up, and you can put a lot of stress on your neck. So you wanna make sure as you're coming down, your head stays in a neutral position and you're using your hips to drive forward. All right, second set done. Deep breath. On this swing, I'm using 1 kettlebell at 28 kilos. What you can do if you want is you can add 2 kettlebells. You've seen a lot of people, I'm sure before, using 2 kettle, a double kettle swing. But again, like I always preach, start light, slowly get the formula going. Once you perfect it, you can always add load to the equation. Here we go, round 3. Deep breath, hike the ball, drive. Make sure breath is so important. High proponent of nasal breathing, deep through your nose, breathe. Hinging is one movement pattern we don't do enough of. Use those hamstrings, that posterior chain. Your arms should just be floating as we're doing this. Driving forward. Beautiful. You guys are doing great. That's the 3rd set. We have 1 more set. Again, focus should be on your glutes. You should feel a little fatigue in your glutes, your hamstring. Not a lot of pressure in your shoulders. There shouldn't be a lot of shoulder raise on this movement. Our focus again is the lower portion of the body. Getting deep breath in, calming it down. Here we go for the last one. Ready, boom. Driving forward. Relax the arms. My shoulders are completely relaxed. As I'm going through this, light grip on the kettlebell, focus is hinging and driving forward with my hips, my glutes, and my hamstring. Beautiful. Take a deep breath. We're gonna now transition. I'm gonna use 2 kettlebells on this one. I'm gonna lighten the weight. So again, I'm adjusting it into the 20, which is a little lighter. For me, I'm not concerned about the weight. I'm more about the form. So gonna pick up the kettlebells. We're nested here, sitting in this position. As I rotate up, driving forward, pushing from the ball of my feet. Breathe. So as I rotate, driving with the palm of my hand up, back to the neutral point. Drive, set. Drive, set. Drive, set. One more. Drive, set. Great job, guys. So again, on this motion, as we're driving forward, my head is now looking laterally to my left when I drive my right arm, laterally to my right when I drive with the left arm. Here we go again. Deep breath. Breathe. Here we go, guys. Getting ourselves ready. Again, here in this position. Here we go. Drive up, back to neutral. Drive up, back to neutral. Drive up. Good. Breathing through the motion. We want to make sure we're pushing from the palm of our hands. Drive up, back to neutral. Perfect, guys. As you move in this motion, keep those arms in when you go to neutral position. You guys are doing great. Again, you can add load if you want, but especially when you're doing Tabata style for time, it's really more important about form, because if you're doing 30 seconds of work with improper form, it's really not even of use. So let's try to focus our form and get these forms down. Going into set number 3 now. Up 1, up 2, here we go. Drive, control. As we're going through, control the motion. Drive. As you see with my feet, I'm pivoting almost like I'm squishing a bug with my ball of my foot. Coming down, boom, back down to neutral. Great job, deep breath. You guys are doing great. Again, the form, core needs to stay tight. A lot of times people are moving and they're too far ahead. Keep your core tight. Bug, drive forward, back down. You should be in control of the motion the entire time, okay? Here we go for another set. Ready to grab the weights. All right, guys, here we go. Deep breath. Drive. You're doing great. 10 seconds. And back to neutral and back down. Good job. So we got one more set on our presses. And after we get into press, we're gonna go into a lunge, right? So the great part about this is we're working lower body, upper body, lower body, upper body. Again, with functional training, you want to make sure we're not just focusing on one specific muscle, we're forcing the entire body to work at one time, okay? So here we go. Should be getting good sweat going. Here we go. Up again, deep breath. Press, down. Press, down. Breathe, good. Turning into it. Again, watch when I push forward is hard, but controlling it on the way down is just important. As I press up, control the weight back to neutral. Okay, great job. So on this next one, we're gonna be doing some lunges, some alternating lunges. I'm gonna increase the weight, legs are a little bit stronger. We've used all the weight loads. Let's try to use the 24s, which is the middle point, and see how that goes. Again, one of the benefits of the kettlebells, the adjustable kettlebells, is that you can adjust the weight. Usually you would need 6 kettlebells, we only have 2, okay? This position, chest is up, we're driving heel and pushing back. Stepping in, drive back. The most important thing here, guys, is framing that lead leg. You wanna frame that lead leg, drive down into the heel, and drive back. You should feel your glutes engage every time you do a set, okay? Great job, that was 1 set down. So the great part about doing a time-based rep versus a numeric counting rep is that you force your body to focus on each rep versus focusing on how many can I do. I don't care if you do 3 in 30 seconds, as long as you do them correctly, okay? So let's pick it up again. Lift with our legs, chest is up, chest up here, deep breath. Again, I'm stepping out, weight into my heels, chest is up, driving back. Again, it's a process. Step, heel, drop, frame that lead leg, push back. So here we go. Drive back. Beautiful. Set, drive back. Let's do one more each side. Drive back. One more. Drive back. Beautiful. You guys are doing great. So when we're doing this framing, remember our posture is very important. I preach this to everyone I work with, whether that be athletes on an elite level, at a developmental level, or even our fire department, firefighters, police officers, where their posture tends to break, causes a lot of issues in your hips and low back, okay? Picking it up again, always lifting with our legs, chest up, frame, good, frame. As we're going through on this too, I want you guys to make sure that you're focusing on your core. Tighten up your abs for every rep, making sure you make each one count. Beautiful. Good job, guys. We got one more of these, then we're gonna transition. Again, we did posterior change, lower body, rotational shoulder press, moving into alternating lunges. And then after this, we're gonna move into our rows, alternating rows, right and left, which is great. We won't do isolateral, one side only. We're gonna focus on engaging the core when we're doing it. Okay, here we go. Last one for the lunges, good posture. On this one, I want you guys really to focus on the posture of the movement. Focus on the posture of the movement. Good job, guys. Good job. Focus. One more each side. Here we go. Beautiful. And dropping it down. Breathe. Breathe. Deep breath. Deep breath. Here we go. Good job, guys. Good job. Deep breath. So let's keep the weight at the 24. Our feet are gonna be shoulder width apart. We're gonna drop down in this position. I'm sitting into my glutes and we're gonna go here. So a lot of people will do a pull one at one time. That's great for your back. I wanna engage my core and I want my body to feel the sway of momentum on each side. Here we go. Almost there, deep breath. Really push in this. You want to be driving and holding the weight into my glutes. So when I'm pushing through this motion, the weight is sitting into my glutes. If you hinge too much, you're gonna feel it in your low back, okay? So for a variation of this, let's try two hands with the row. Do what feels good. If you have a bad lower back, we'll do it with 2 hands, okay? So here we go, guys. In the position, boom. You can even drop it to the floor between every set if you'd like, just to give your lower back a little break. Drive up, drive up. I tend to like to just touch and go. Touch and go. Perfect. Keep your head neutral through the motion. Great job. 2 sets down. You got 2 more to go. You guys are doing a great job. Again, we're not using a lot of weight, but I'm sweating my butt off, and that's just how we do it. It's not always about how much weight you use. It's about your form and how you combine the sequencing of movements. Okay, we're getting blood moving for low body, upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body. So here we go. Again in the position, we're gonna switch back to the alternating. I'm sitting back, almost my load is into my heels. And because of that, I feel all the pull on my back, on my lats, rather than in my low back, which I don't want. Good job. Okay, guys, I know you're fatigued a little bit. We've gone through a pretty hard workout. So this last one, let's adjust it. Let's go here. You're into this. You're like, man, it's getting kind of hard. That's how quick we can adjust it. Now I've just dropped the weight without having to go grab another kettlebell. Pulling this off here, and let's do the double. Here we go. Good. Here we go. Guys are doing great. Here we go, almost there. Awesome job, guys. We knocked it out. We worked our posterior chain, our hamstrings, our glutes, worked our shoulders, triceps. We worked our quads, glutes, and we also worked on that last one, our back, our lats, our rhomboids, and most importantly, everything we did, we engaged our core. Hope you liked the workout. See you next time.